Spending time with your mother isn't so bad, at least this time. So, Mother, what are the 3 or 4 words that come to mind when you recall your high school years?
Entertaining, fun,
2 more.
boring.
1 more.
That was 3.
3 to 4. Wow, we're not overachievers here.
Oh, obviously educational.
Okay. Describe your most memorable experiences from your high school years.
My most memorable is when we went to Florida to Disney with the band. The whole experience riding the buses down. But my thing that I'll never ever forget is while we were at Disney, I was with my friend Amanda Wallander, and she got a bloody nose, and her nose wouldn't stop bleeding, so we actually rode the ambulance in Disney.
Wait, like the little carty one, or is it like?
Yeah.
Probably the first.
They took us to the first aid tent.
What was it, a tent back then?
I don't know, it was building.
Oh, okay. So, what high school activities were you involved in? Explain what you remember most about them.
Well, I was in marching band, symphonic band. I did...
Sketchy things?
No, but I did also, I worked part-time too. But for school activities in high school, though, the big things were band and art. We did like the art shows at the RAR West Art Museum. I remember doing that. That was fun. And then all the band concerts and marching band. Honestly, my favorite after-school activity was pep band. That was the best.
That's pretty fun. So, how did teenagers spend their spare time when you were in high school?
Well, co-curricular activities. So, band, sports, art. We all had part-time jobs. We had a lot of bonfires and parties and stuff like that.
Parties also pretty neat.
Hanging out with friends.
So, what classes did you take? Did you have a favorite teacher? What did you like about that teacher?
I took obviously all the required classes, but art classes, I took a lot of art, a lot of like sculpture. Honestly, I have a lot of teachers that I liked, but my favorite was probably Mr. Bob Evans. He taught history as well as he was the driver's ed. He was my driver's ed teacher. So, all the behind the wheel with Mr. Bob Evans, fun times. But Mr. Bestia was my art teacher, and he was awesome. I don't know, I took a lot of his classes. I spent a lot of time in the art room, and then I also missed a sequel for band. I had study hall in the band room, and that was probably, honestly, one of the best classes ever. A study hall. I know.
Well, study hall was pretty cool. Wait, is it true that, like, you stabbed your hand or whatever with a knife or something, and then your Jade couldn't use one? Is that true? Because I remember hearing about that.
I may have cut myself with a saw in shop class, I think. Been allowed to use power tools either, so I don't know.
Oh, jeepers. Describe the popular clothing styles students wore to high school.
Oh, good Lord. I have no idea. I wasn't popular, and I didn't follow the popular styles, so I wore jeans and t-shirts, band t-shirts.
Wait, what kind of bands?
Not high school bands, but like Marilyn Manson, Weezer.
I don't like
band
Weezer.
T-shirts. I don't know.
They did that one total song.
And I had blue hair, purple hair, green hair, so
Do we have any photos of that?
Probably somewhere. But I did not, I don't know. There was nothing very trendy that I followed. We kind of did our own thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Yep. So, name several top songs from your school years. Who were your favorite singers? Did you do any popular dances?
No, we didn't do the popular thing. That wasn't my thing. We like I said, Weezer, Marilyn Manson. I don't know.
Well, those are your favorite.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember what songs were popular when I was in high school.
I mean, that's fair.
I really don't.
I don't even know what today's date is. So what programs did you remember watching on the telly?
What programs?
Yeah, so like
you said problems.
Oh, well, sorry. Problems. Sorry, I struggle with reading sometimes.
Okay. What programs do you remember watching on television?
Did you have just like PBS and that's probably it?
I wasn't big on watching TV. Like Jade and I watched the OC.
Was that on TV?
But I don't know if that was when I was in high school. That might have been after high school.
Oh no, you never really went to college.
So I basically, my week for school consisted of going to school, going to work, doing homework, and repeating. I didn't have a lot of time
you have to pull up report cards and detention letters and all this other stuff. I mean, I
That
don't
was
know.
like junior and senior year.
Oh,
The rest
so
of
freshman, sophomore.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was a good child.
So you did have a job, but
I did.
do you remember how much you were paid per hour?
I do. I think when I worked at Subway in Valders for, a good 3 years.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I started at $5.15 an hour. And then when I left, I was at $6.50 an hour.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. That's like $1.35 raise.
Yeah.
But wasn't minimum wage like?
I think minimum wage was $5.15 when I started.
Okay. Yeah. So you worked at Subway. I worked there. Kind of trendy thing there.
I think everybody in our family worked at Subway now.
Basically, yeah, it's true. We don't need to go naming them. So, did many students own an automobile?
Yes.
Okay. What types of cars were popular?
Pontiac Sunbird, kind of like, well, it's Valders, so trucks. Trucks were big.
Trucks.
Yep.
Hickville.
Yep.
What was the price of gas? You should know this one. You told me.
It was like $1 a gallon when I got my license, and then gradually it went up. And I think throughout high school it like stayed around under $2 though.
Yeah, but it's like $2 now though. But I mean, minimum wage is more and stuff like that too. So were you aware of national world events during your high school years? If so, which events do you remember most? Alright, so this is Noah in the future here for a second. You're about to hear me say 2001, and that's because there's 10 seconds before you can't hear my other, she asked me when 9/11 happened, and I kind of sighed in disappointment, but she was quiet, and I'm always just kind of loud, so that's why you heard me say that, but you didn't really hear the 10 seconds before, because it was just silence, because she kind of whispered it to me quietly, and I'm like, you're a goober. Anyway, back to the original, because this is Noah in the future, 2-3 days, and back to when I was saying now. 2001. Are you?
So yeah, that would be the only one.
Oh my god. I just got flicked. It hit. I get abused a lot.
So honestly, the only one that I can remember is 9/11, and that was the big monumental one. I remember other stuff more local that happened, a tornado, stuff like that.
Tornado.
Versus, national news.
I lost what question. Oh, there it is. So how are high school students today different from students when you were in school?
Honestly, I think there's definitely more pressure being a high school student now than when I went. You guys are held to a higher standard, I think, academically. But then I also feel like students are exactly the same. You always have your really nice, well-rounded students. You have your bullies, and you know what I mean? I think high school hasn't changed that much overall, other than the pressure. I feel like there's more pressure on students today.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. So, I don't think you're even old enough yet, but have you been to a high school reunion lately? If so, how many people changed since high school?
Honestly, I haven't gone to a single reunion. I know we had a 5-year reunion.
Why did you go?
There's a reason why I don't go. I didn't go, but I don't remember.
Was it
why.
me? No, it wasn't me.
No.
It might have been me.
I think I might have been working or something else was going on.
I don't know. I never relate the idea of a high
But yeah,
school.
I've only been out of high school for
13 years.
Oh,
17. Yeah.
So yeah, we were going to have a 10-year one, and that the plans fell through.
So they're like, we'll get it 20 years.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll do a 20-year one.
Oh, no. My crony might be crony.
Corona might be a problem.
It might be a problem. Still, might be in fear the rest of our lives. Mm-hmm. So this is actually one of the ones I was looking forward to, actually. If you could give advice to high school students today, what would you tell them? Right are the words of my mother. Let's go.
Enjoy your time in school. Make the best of it. Do as much as you want. However much effort you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. You can't be a slacker and expect it to give you what you need in the future. You need hard work and effort in order to make it worthwhile. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, it's like mystery.
Kind of that's life in general, though. But don't rush to become an adult, because once you're an adult, you can't go back. You're always an adult. There's always a responsibility and obligations. Enjoy the limited freedom that you have in high school.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't mention work or anything like that. Or
Don't work too much. You got the rest of your life to work. Enjoy your free time.
And you know what I tell you? You have your whole life to work, so I better get on it now then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the wrong attitude.
No, I think it's a good. I mean, if you think about it, would you rather me be playing video games all the time or nonsense, or maybe I could try a little harder in life, but at least I'm working for something. Who knows what it is?
Do you want me to not get serious, or
I don't care. It's just rolling. I mean, I can edit it out if it's bad or anything.
Make sure you take time to have fun. Life's too short.
Well, I mean,
to work your whole life and not be able to have free time and fun.
I know, but I don't go anywhere. I don't, you know what I mean? I have a few friends, but they're not, they have parties and stuff.
Make more friends. That's my advice to you.
I have 10 friends. That's all you need. Hide 20 if you want to count them, A
couple close friends is better than...
Well, I mean, I do. The 10 are the boys, Saturdays for the boys, can't rely on them. If I need a favors will be dealt with, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't like favors, though. All right, Mother. Thanks for stopping by.
That was all the questions?
Yeah,
that wasn't so bad.
No, it was only...
That was okay.
It was only 12 minutes of your time. I mean, think about it. If I had to type it and that... I'm just going to send it to him. I'm kind of lazy, but I might type it too.
This is an assignment and you're just going to send the audio?
I mean, maybe. I don't really feel like typing it. I don't think Mr. Bryce would mind. I mean, Mr. Bryce and I are besties, I probably shouldn't hit my knee because it makes bad microphone sound or if you move. That's why I try to stay the same, spot. You kind of moved around, but that's
I can't help it. I can't sit still.
I can edit it. It'll be fine. I saw some parts where you yelled, and I kind of found it funny, the bars. I'm like, yeah, it's funny.
I yelled?
Well, not yelled, but the microphone. Because if you go closer and talk, and then you go back and talk, it's the
Gotcha.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any questions you have about any of this sketchiness or what?
No, I don't think I sounded like an idiot completely, so it's all good.
No, do you want to hear what it sounds like? Sure. All right, we're done. Wrap. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Spending time with your mother isn't so bad, at least this time.